Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Mission Mindset. This is the 4th season.
4.
And we are back. We know you guys missed us, and you guys been asking about this, but we took some much needed time off to prepare and plan and self-evaluate. And we're back. And we're never going anywhere again, okay?
And this marks 1 year since the first time we started Mission Mindset.
Yes.
We came together and, created this platform.
Right.
So.
What is Mission Mindset?
Exactly. What is Mission Mindset, Quan?
Mission Mindset is our platform that we created to create a space in a community, an environment to inspire others to use the power of your mind to create the life that you want, because we are the managers of our lives.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So use your power, use your heart, your creativity, your mind, all your strengths. Find out what those things are and go after the things you want.
Yes.
Because God doesn't give us visions to tease us.
Exactly.
But to expand us.
We're back.
Right. So we took much needed time off.
Yes.
Because it was necessary.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot. So on this episode, we want to tell you guys the 5 biggest lessons that we learned over that time off. And we learned a lot, but we broke it down to 5.
Yes. 5 biggest things that we learned, when you're going through your process and you're going through your journey in life.
Yes.
Our first thing that we learned was like having a clear path, a discipline, creating that in our life was very important. Because we learned that we were not utilizing our time effectively.
Right.
We weren't very consistent at it. And our eating habits were like, okay, but it was just like, we need to really buckle down if we're going to go to this next level.
Right.
Really being the managers of our lives and like wanting to be this person that we created. So it's like, okay, we still have some ways to go.
Right.
Let's work on that.
Yes.
So number 1, discipline.
So we talked about physical discipline,
time management, food,
finances,
exactly. Somebody had a swiping habit.
Right. And what else? Discipline of our mind.
Yes.
That was important.
What we focus on.
Yeah, because what you think, take on life. As a man thinketh, so is he. We always say that. That's one of our motto scriptures. And so we decided, how can we inspire others if we're not following?
Yeah.
These
being
things
consistent at it, exactly. And we're on this journey with you guys.
Absolutely.
So we're not like running this race and trying to say, oh, we're so much better or we have all the answers. It's like sharing the knowledge that we learn and the lessons that we learn, and hopefully that we can come together and empower each other.
Yeah.
So this is a great space to do that. And
absolutely.
Discipline is definitely key.
It's key. And in order to create discipline, we had to create new habits.
Yeah.
Right? So I decided that I want to start waking up 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And getting my day started early. You know what I mean? So I have more time to get things done and plan and prepare for my day. I set my alarm only for the week, not on weekends. But for the week, I started with just, set my alarm for 6 o'clock. And it hasn't been easy. Sometimes I hit that snooze button and I go back and I wake up at 7. But you know what I mean? It's better than waking up at 8, 9, or right before I have to go to work. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not giving myself time. But I'm getting better, So better time management. That's a new habit. We created new eating habits.
Yeah, so for me, I have a lot of intolerances. So I was like, I have to really change this because I was eating a lot of things that was affecting my body, the way that I was thinking, foggy, and I'm not feeling well. I have an upset stomach. Yep. And I don't know, I was like, I got to do something. Every now and then I'll give myself a little treat, because I have a sweet tooth, so I do satisfy that. But it's a balance. It's not like overindulgence of just like candy. Yeah. But I met with a trainer that's a bodybuilder, and I was like, I need discipline. Help me, and he gave me this workout plan and a meal plan. And I've just been following that for the past 2 weeks, and I lost 10 pounds and some inches and gained some muscle. So I'm just going to keep on with that.
Doesn't she look great,
and that
that
helps me.
Word.
So yeah.
So that's one. Time management, fitness, eating habits. What else did we say?
And just focusing.
Yes.
Being more disciplined with focus and our finances.
Yeah, keeping a clear mind and keeping in the forefront these things that we want in life. You know what I mean? Because if you're really passionate about them, if you really want them, you're going to do all that you can to remain focused and to go after them. So creating new habits to me means creating things that are going to lead to me obtaining those things that I want in life. You know, so if that means letting go of meaningless relationships or eating healthier so I can be more alert, so I can be more focused and a better businessman, then I'm going to do those things. If it means waking up, praying, meditating, you know, to have that clarity of mind, then that's what I'm going to do. If it means listening to sermons or motivational speaking to keep my spirits up and my mind stimulated, then that's what I'm going to do.
Or meal prepping.
Yeah.
They say, like, when you reduce the temptation of certain things, take that out, take all the temptation out. If it's relationships, take the temptation out. If it's sex, you're trying to, you know, sustain from, take that part out. Don't stay over each other's house at night. You know, if you want to have a meal plan, make sure you prep your food beforehand, and so you can have it prepared. So you don't be rushing and then have to eat out. That's my biggest thing, like eating out. Oh man, I do not like the grocery shop, so like I'm just like refrigerator mad bare. I'm like, I'll just eat when I go to work or something. I'll grab something. And your finances, you know, setting up a savings account, making sure money is going into your savings account, and stop spending frivolously. Meaningless things that you're not going to use. Eating out, that could take a lot of money.
It does. It adds up.
It adds up, man. Seriously.
So being on top of your finances, you know, print out a statement, see where your money's going. You know what I mean? Because you'd be surprised how much money you could actually save.
Exactly.
If you just stop just spending.
Get things in order. It takes order and discipline to get the things that you want, but also don't look too far ahead, but at least stay in the present and self-reflect and go day by day. Do one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many things at once that you're trying to do.
And you remember what Dr. Leaf said about creating like habits and stuff? I think she said it takes 63 days.
63 days to create a new habit.
To create a new habit.
But you have to be consistent at it each day.
And
you can't just start within 14 days and then stop.
And that's why I wanted to talk about consistency. Like I believe if we start practicing consistency, we can create these new habits that will become our lifestyle.
Exactly. Right, so that's discipline, number 1.
Number 2.
Avoid.
Distractions.
What are distractions? What are
distractions? Can be anything. Distractions can be
social media, meaningless friendships and gossiping on the phone. Family can be a distraction. Family drama.
Your partner. Sometimes when you're too much in each other's space, you can be a distraction to each other. You kind of get blinded. What else? I
don't know. Whatever that's taking you away from your path. From what you were destined to be.
What you're called to be.
What you're called to be.
What you know you want to be.
What you know you gotta be.
Right.
You know?
Staying up late can be a distraction.
Staying up late can be a TV.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes, you know, too much motivation could be a distraction too. You know, we don't want to grow dependent on, you know, listening to stuff all the time. We gotta make sure we have a healthy balance. So try to make sure you're not being codependent on these things, but having it to fuel you to be a better person and to think more positive. But have a balance. You know what I'm saying? So avoid anything that stops your growth.
You know, that stops you from evolving and being better. You know what those things are. You know what I mean? Those things that, you know, play over and over in your mind that you know you need to let go. Sometimes we're our own distraction. Sometimes we need to get out of our own way.
Exactly.
You know?
Just establish new healthy boundaries with yourself, with people, with family, with friends, you know, workspace, all of that. Make sure you establish those healthy boundaries. Say no when you really don't want to do something. Because a lot of times we just say yes to everything. And before we know it, we're feeling all this conviction inside and all this confusion and animosity towards someone, or saying this person, everybody's bothering me. But really, all you have to say is no. I'm not really into that, or I don't want to do this.
Absolutely.
Or say yes if you feel like you can do it. But mean what you say and say what you mean.
Yeah, stand by it.
Stand by it.
Number 3.
Tres.
Uno, dos, tres. Establish healthy routines.
Yes. And we touched on that in the disciplinary.
With habits.
Number 1. So establishing healthy routines is easily, we say easily, but all it is, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
Mel Robbins is this woman who created the 5-second rule.
Yep.
She said within the first 5 seconds, when you have a thought, you need to act on it. You have 5 seconds to make a decision. And if you don't, your brain will just automatically go back to that old habit. So that's how you got to break habits and create healthy ones.
Yeah, so when you're having a hard time getting out of bed, count to 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just get up and do it. You know what I mean? You know why you want to wake up early in the morning. You know what I mean? In spite of what your body is saying, sometimes we look for feelings all the time. You're not always going to feel like doing it. You're not always going to feel like getting up. You're not always going to feel like studying, feel like following and chasing your dreams.
Feel like going to the gym.
Feel like going to church.
Good.
Right, you're not going to feel that, but it's for your good.
You have to do it.
You have to do it. So do it even when you don't feel like it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you. You know what I mean? That's how you establish healthy routines. Just do it.
Just do it. Just like Nike, just do it.
Absolutely. Want to go to 4?
Yes.
Number 4. Okay.
The importance of rest. We can't stress this enough.
Right.
Sometimes we go,
yeah.
and we forget self-care.
Your body needs rest. Your mind needs rest.
Our mind needs
How
rest.
can you dream if you don't sleep?
Exactly.
That was good, right?
That's so good. We can daydream. I mean, I'm a daydreamer. I daydream a lot. But rest is important. You need to sleep. Sleeping, it just helps your body relax, rejuvenate.
Yeah.
All your cells got to go through their little process. And
your body heals itself when we sleep.
And you have to give it that chance to do that, If you're going, not taking care of yourself, and you're saying yes to everything.
Right.
Yes to everything that's not your business. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to take yourself out of the equation and care for yourself. Yeah. Because if you're not well, how can you take care of it?
And even if you can't, like if some people have really, really busy schedules, you know what I mean? They like, I don't have time to rest. Find time to just have quiet time. Yeah. And center your thoughts in your mind and just relax your brain. Because if your brain is anything like my brain, my brain likes to go. Even the other night, I was like thinking about, because I'm, getting ready to do a bunch of things. I got a bunch of projects that I'm working on, and my mind goes, especially at night. Yeah. When everything's quiet, that's when we think the most. And I end up staying up till like 3 or 4 in the morning thinking about what I wanted to do, when I could have just maybe wrote it down somewhere and just allow myself to just rest and sleep on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, you do have to make time for that. Yeah.
And that should be part of your schedule, Yeah. Just putting in just an hour. If you just went out for a walk, get in touch with nature, that helps you. Yeah. Drive to places that are calming, like the beach. Or
get out of those familiar places sometimes. I know sometimes when we work and we're preparing for Mission Mindset, we can't keep meeting here at the house, or what I mean, at my house. Yeah. Sometimes you got to get out of that, because that's your comfort space. Yeah. Sometimes our minds mentally think like, this is home, this is resting
we need to
place.
Sleep. We need to eat junk and watch TV.
Exactly. But sometimes you got to step out and go into a different environment.
Yeah, where people are working and being creative, and it sparks up your energy, just pops up, and you're like, oh, I have another idea. You just want to be more alert in those scenarios. Yeah. But make sure you do take time for you, for self-care. That's very important. And don't feel bad for taking care of yourself. Absolutely. Take that time off. Yeah. You deserve it.
And it's crazy. A lot of people really don't do that. That's like a foreign practice. Yeah. Especially when you start having a family, and you know what I mean? I hear a lot of people saying like they don't have time for self-care.
Or I can't do this because I have a baby,
or I got
or
school,
I have children, or I work 2 jobs. Yeah. you can make the time.
Yeah.
It's your decision to do that.
If you're not well rested, you're going to be no good for your family, no good for yourself, or anyone around you.
Anyone, yeah.
You know? So rest. So you can be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
Number 5, y'all. This is the last point.
The last point. So this is number 5. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Yes. I'm the person that was so impatient about things. This year has been a year of trials, okay?
I felt like 50 years in 1 year.
I had to really show myself that I could be patient and show God, like, I can be patient. I prayed for patience. Now I'm in all these situations where I have to practice it.
Yeah.
So it's all about trusting that process of, like, just staying true to the journey.
Yeah.
And just going.
And that hard work pays off. And that, you know, God has a plan for your life. Trusting that, you know, what God have shown you is going to come to pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as long as you work, you practice discipline, like we said, new habits, and avoiding distractions, and establishing healthy routines, and resting, and just remaining focused, it's going to work out.
It is.
You know, and God's timing is always the best time. And sometimes we think it's going to take 5 years, 20 years. It's like, God, I'm already, do you know how old I am? God's like, it don't take me all, you know, all that. Yeah. You know, just trust me. Sometimes we just got to say yes to God and just let him do what he's going to do, because his timing is always the best timing, and it always makes the most sense. But God is funny because he teaches us patience. You know, with a different scenario by putting us in the opposite situation.
Opposite, like something you least expect, and you're like, what? And you could be like, I don't want to deal with this, and you want to walk away. But this is the lesson. This is what you're supposed to learn. So you have to practice patience. You know, practice loving unconditionally. Because sometimes sacrifices.
God will show us things and visions and give us dreams and ideas, and we just think like we're gonna instantly become a millionaire. Instantly get married. Instantly become, you know, this new version of ourselves. Everything is a process. Everything God do. I think God is a God of order and process. You know, we live in a generation now where everything is popcorn. You want instant gratification?
You want it now.
Boom, jump on your phone. You know, you want to know why your arm is itching? Boom, go on YouTube. It's going to tell you exactly why. You have scabies. And all these other lies, whatever. You can't trust Google.
We can't skip the process. We can't skip over things and think that, you know, we could get money fast, quick schemes and stuff like that. You really have to go through, like, it's a self-development thing, you know? Like, really grow
and there's
and
lessons,
nurture yourself.
And there's lessons that God wants to teach us in the midst of these processes. Processes. Because, you know, what you think you're ready for, you're not even ready for.
So you got to get prepared. You know, and this is all preparation.
We want to instantly become a business person without knowing the steps of being a business, or how to sustain a business. How to grow a business. You know what I mean? We want to be married, but we don't know how to cook. We don't know how. Don't jump ahead of the process. You know what I mean? Be present. Be in the moment, and
start where you are with what you have.
Absolutely.
Like, don't feel like, oh, I can't start because I don't have A, B, C, and D. Like,
use what's in front of you.
Use whatever is in front of you.
And,
you know, not too long ago, Quan and I, we did like a social media fast where we got off social media. And that process was really, really good because it eliminated this whole feeling. Because if you're on social media, it just feels like everything is a rush. And you see a lot of different visuals, and we don't realize how much that really affects our brain.
That's true.
Our brain is like taking all of this in. So it becomes like the norm. Like, okay, what do we have for regular things to like compare it to? So our brain already has all these images like, oh, this is what the ideal relationship looks like, boom, boom, boom. This is what your body's supposed to look like, boom, boom, boom. You know, if you have a business, this is what it's supposed to look like, boom, boom, boom. So you kind of subconsciously take in all of this stuff and not realize it, and it starts to affect your relationships, because now you're thinking like, my relationship's not like that, my body's not like that, my business is not like that. So just eliminate all of that pressure and that feeling like you have to do things fast, or you don't have enough time, you have to rush, and you have to do what everybody else is doing. Take that away and realize that you have the power over this. And it's a tool for you to use for your advantage, for what you want, you know, how you want to connect with people.
Yeah, make it work for you.
People. Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't have it the other way, where it's using you.
Yeah, and then it takes up so much of your time and your energy, and in that time that those hours that you spend like going through your phone, you could have done something more creative, you know what I mean, with your time. You could have been studying something, you could have been better preparing for something, you know what I mean? You could have meal prepped.
Yeah, meal prepped, went to the gym, read a book, something. Yeah. So, definitely.
So get out of your own way, but get in the way.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Yeah. And work with what you have. Trust the process. Trust God. Be patient. And what are you willing to sacrifice? How bad do you want it? You know what I mean? Because sometimes it takes sacrifices. It takes dying to some things. It takes letting go of some things, some friendships, some habits and relationships, and you know what I mean?
They no longer serve you. If you're trying to go to another level, you can't bring your past with you.
Exactly.
Because that past is not going to be able to
coexist with
the newness. It's just going to be like
it's going to be like
such a battle.
Absolutely.
And it's like, oh my God, I'm in between two dimensions here. I'm like still struggling with my old self that's holding on to me, and I'm trying to go here, but I'm not willing to let go of these things. But you got to let go of those bags, okay?
Whether it's bitterness, insecurities,
fear, unforgiveness.
Let it go.
All of that. Start working on healing and just allowing yourself to go through that. It may not happen overnight, but if you could just start the process, like you said, say yes. Say yes, I'm ready to do this. Just do it.
Yeah.
Trust it. It's going to work out.
Absolutely.
We had to do that.
We definitely
we're still doing that. You know, we're going through the process. We're still trusting.
And it's working. I feel like I have a clear mind.
Yes.
I feel more focused. I feel more present. I feel grateful. Because sometimes when you're going through all this and all these other distractions, we forget to be grateful. We forget what God is doing right now in our lives. You know what I mean?
Be grateful for your friends and your family, because every person served a purpose in your life for shaping and growing you. Right. And you have to see from the other perspective of how you can develop from that.
Absolutely. You know? So we hope these 5 lessons that we learned were beneficial to you. We hope they helped you, blessed you, inspired you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our first episode of season 4, Mission Mindset. We got some great, powerful episodes coming forward, guys. And we just pray that you guys continue to stick with us, man. Join the conversation. This is a community thing, man. We're growing and evolving together. Let's create change on social media.
So come with some questions, some comments. We love to hear from you.
Let us know what you thought about this episode.
Yeah, and let us know other topics that you would like as well.
And maybe some things you guys are learning during the process.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Looking forward to seeing you.
I'm Quan Grant.
And I'm Marisol Credle.
And this has been another edition of
Mission Mindset.
Mission Mindset.
Yeah, we're some clowns. But anyway.
Bye, y'all.